Welcome, lovelies. It's another Sunday and we're in a different room. I am super pumped about our house. In the past week, we really ramped it up and we did some decorating. It's now all fun stuff. Disappointments for sure, like some light fixtures don't fit and all that. But anyway, we are happy with how everything is changing and it's becoming more our home and homey. Yesterday, we spent a whole day putting up pictures in the downstairs. In the living room and the dining room, actually, that's it. But you understand, every picture needs to be talked about, it needs to be discussed, because it's a shared art that we have from Glenn and I, and should it hang this high or low or left or right, and everything takes time, and it's work, but it's fun. So first of all, a little housekeeping. I have to thank you, all your lovelies, with all your suggestions for the squirrels. It's pretty well under control, I would say. I moved the cones that I have at the bottom of the squirrel feeders. I moved them up and they're now right underneath the feeder and I feel they cannot jump on them anymore. So it's been really good. I also planted a lot of bulbs in the pots and used the burlap to cover the pots. And I planted some lily of the valley, which I love, and it's the first that comes up, right, with the crocuses. And I planted them in the soil and put the burlap over top and then put some bricks around the burlap to keep it down. So far, so good. So that's all. I'm very happy that's done. And so this subject, but anyway, you gave me lots of, the funniest one that one of you lovelies suggested was to get a slinky and attach it to the top of the pole and to the bottom of the pole, and as the squirrel climbs up, the slinky keeps on going down. So they won't be able to climb up. I have not had to try that yet because so far we're good, but I thought that was really unique, a unique suggestion. So today is a little bit about art and why we chose different pieces of art and the story behind it, because every piece of art that I put up, kind of, I like it when it has a story, you know. And then you can think about it to yourself. It's good for yourself too. We are sitting in the studio, we call it, and it's the back room or the studio, and it's the one with the huge window. And we've placed the furniture and we placed a rock and we have a nice coffee table. And there's nothing in here yet, no art, but we still have lots and lots of art between the two of us, which we probably won't find a spot for all of them. So to start with the living room, I don't know if you've noticed in our couch talks before or our videos in the living room that there was nothing on the mantle by the fireplace because we had the baby. The girls would call it Tessa and Kristen the scary baby. I think it's a beautiful piece of art. And Glenn actually met the baby, but I'll talk about that later. But now we found this piece of art and it's from a friend of mine, David Drum. He is in Crystal Beach and he's a renowned artist. And you can Google and you can go on his website, and him and his wife Barb, who is an artist in her own rights, a really good artist in her own rights, but she does all the framing for all their art that they produce. And David made this for me because it's tulips, and of course tulips from Amsterdam, right? I love the piece of art. I don't know if we're gonna keep it there because we keep on saying, is this a 6 or a 10 or what? Well, the placement of it, where it is, we think it's a 7. It's not a 9 or a 10. And we aim for 9 or 10s. But for now, it's beautiful. And it's not the art. I love that piece with the tulips, but it's just the place where it is. So to continue with the living room, there's this beautiful piece that he picked up on his travels in Kuala Lumpur. And it's Women in the Rice Fields. I love it. And I love the framing of it and the color. It's beautiful, soft colors, very subdued. So that's another piece we have in the living room. And then there is that lovely, cutest little picture of the little corner store in Port Lucie. Glenn used to live around the corner with his young family, and his 2 daughters, who were like 4 or 6, would walk there with a penny or 5 cents, whatever, and buy their candies there. So it's very dear to the family, and his daughters will really appreciate it that we put it up, but it's the right spot. I think it's perfect there. And I think that's all the art we're going to put in the living room. And then to go with the dining room, well, the scary baby got a beautiful spot, an honor spot, above the fireplace on the brick wall. I think it was made for it. And Glenn also bought that on his travels, and he met the family and met the baby, and so it's special to him. It reminds him of this beautiful trip that he took, right? So in his office area, I wanted him to put it up because I think it's amazing. And he designed and developed on the 12th, and it's a beautiful area in St. Catharines. It's on the 12-mile creek, and it's a beautiful section of housing, and it's a true sign of urban design, where all the houses are a little different, a little bit set further back or further out. The design of the houses is beautiful. He calls this the Three Sisters, and I made him put it up because I'm really proud of him that he did that project and won quite a few awards for it. So then the other piece of art in the dining room is from Savannah. And it's a pen drawing of early settlements right by the river. It's fascinating. I can look at it for a long time. And Kristen, who's a big fan of Savannah, she's traveled there quite often with her husband, just saw it and was also mesmerized by it. It's a very beautiful piece of art. And now we're moving into the kitchen area. And I bought this piece of art. So, lovelies, this piece of art I bought quite a few years ago at the HEO actually. And it's a Marc Chagall. It's just, I absolutely love it. It's called The Birthday. And I had it up in my house, my former house, and my grandkids would always question me about that piece of art. Why is he floating, and why are the people weird looking? And there were all these questions that I basically had a hard time answering. And they said, well, why did you buy it? And well, I bought it because I think it's so whimsical. He's bringing her flowers, and he's obviously in adoration of her. That's why he's floating. And she is, so thrilled that he's bringing her flowers. And I love the colors in it, the color of the blankets and everything. So that's my piece of art that went up there. And we tried quite a few pieces, but that one, we think it's a 9 there. So, and then we had lovely visitors last night, our friends Mick and Kate. And Mick is an artist. Oh my God, he's an amazing artist. And he does these collages. This is all paper, cut out paper from magazines. And he strips it together, he glues it down, he finishes it with a shellac kind of layer, and voila. So this was the housewarming gift that they gave us. I love it, absolutely love it. It's beautiful, and so we have to give it a special place. Once this is hung, of course we will do more art, and then we'll do another art tour through the house. But thank you, Mick and Kate. This is absolutely fabulous. He does quite a few art exhibits. He had a beautiful exhibit at the 13th Street Winery. And we'll give you a link to his website so you can peruse his pieces. He's got this in a smaller, he's got this bigger sizes. All of them are extremely gorgeous. So lovely. That was a little piece about the art that we just put in, but it makes a house a home, right? And I feel so good walking into the living room and the dining room right now. A little bit about my clothing. So I'm so comfortable. I love this top. I thought I would be too hot and bothered in it, but of course it's 75% cotton and the rest is polyester. So that's why it's so wonderfully comfortable. It's very snug, but it's not hot and bothersome. And I love the color. And I chose a gorgeous yellow bar bracelet to offset this gorgeous fuchsia. It also comes in this beautiful navy blue or denim blue. I love the color too. And I chose these gorgeous yellow bar earrings just to show you also. So this is a casual outfit, right? It's casual, it's Sunday, kind of chilling today. But I still want to look kind of, happy and peppy, and I do it for myself a lot too. I dress up for myself. In the morning I feel great when I do this type of thing. These pants from Alembica, amazing. We have them in black. Then we have it in this beautiful purpley lavender paisley design. But I can't say enough about these. You feel like you've got, you're all covered in a beautiful stretchy fabric and you look pretty snazzy to boot. Okay, lovely. So last week at the boutique we had the beautiful creases scarves. Oh my God. Amazing colors, beautiful. And this amazing pen from Creases. You cannot have enough pens. We find pens always fly out of the boutique and this is a winner. So next week, lovelies, Christmas season is here, and wait, you're going to be in for lots of surprises and lots of fun stuff happening at the boutique. So, well, you know what happened in the house? Oh, by the way, the knocker was not a success. We couldn't find the right one. They're all too skimpy. We need a substantial knocker, and we are going to give the knocker a little rest because we've got bigger fish to fry. I'm gonna go and get a beautiful Christmas wreath and put it on the door, and then maybe way after Christmas when we have some more time, and probably have to look for a few other things like lights, maybe light fixtures, and then we're gonna look for a knocker, but it has to be the right one. It has to be a 9, preferably a 10. Okay, on that note, I hope your Sunday is gonna be a 10, and as always, keep on smiling.